Oh, hi! Didn't see you there! I didn't put the camera there on purpose, knowing that I'd make this intro. I'm the only one who makes these videos, so of course I knew you were there, but for the sake of this intro, let's pretend like I didn't know you were there. Hi. So today, we're going over the Daphnia cultures. It's been a few weeks since we set this up, and it's time for me to show you guys how well the feeding regimen I came up with and the housing systems that I came up with have ended up working out. So as you can see, all the Daphnia cultures are dead. So these tanks are more or less completely dead. All the Daphnia are gone, and the tanks are just nasty. I need to clean those out, they've just been sitting there. Most of these tanks died when I went on vacation for a couple days and I wasn't able to consistently feed the new culture, and it ended up dying off. But not all the Daphnia are gone. I did have one last ditch effort, so let's go over there and check it out. So if you've been with me for a while, you might recognize these two trash cans behind me. These two are usually filled with RO water, and this is what I use to change all the water in the fish room and outside the fish room. But you might not recognize that one. It's a new trash can. I actually have a funny video of going to get this trash can. I'll play it right now.
Trust your instincts. We're almost there.
I don't know.
Alright, we're here.
Great job! Yeah, that was pretty fun. But this trash can has a bit of a different job than its two comrades over there. This one, as you might have wondered by this little plastic film and the light on top of it, this one has all the Daphnia in it. I made a quick video explaining my idea that ended up producing this one. I never actually got around to editing or posting that one. It turned out kind of crappy, so I didn't really want to show it. Anyway, I'm showing you now, so don't worry about it. So like I said, all those tanks over there, completely dead, or at least I thought so when I got back from vacation, and I was bored, I kind of frustrated, so I just dumped them all into this trash can here. And I thought there were no Daphnia, I thought it was dead, and I was expecting to clean this out eventually. A couple weeks later, when I actually finally got around to cleaning it out, I looked inside and noticed that something was moving inside of it. Lo and behold, all the Daphnia were inside of it. There were a ton of them, so I figured, well, this was lucky. Let me make sure I don't screw this up. There are moments when you just think everything's going to crap, and it works out wonderfully, and this is one of those moments. I actually ended up filling most of this trash can with dehumidifier water because this room, obviously, with a lot of fish tanks, gets really humid. I have a little dehumidifier in here to keep the humidity down, and I just took the water out and started dumping it in here, and the Daphnia seemed to love it. I also filled up with RO water if it needs topping off, but other than that, I just kind of leave this thing alone, and it kind of works for me. I turned off all the air pumps in the room to make videos, but it also helps because now you can actually see inside this tank. And Daphnia are, I forgot what the word was, but they kind of just love being around light. It's like I don't remember what the word was, but Daphnia are attracted to light, kind of like brine shrimp are. And now I'm going to show you how much Daphnia I've actually been able to produce. It's not a whole bunch, but it's more than enough for me to feed my fish tanks almost every day. I still don't know how these guys ended up not dying when I went on vacation, or not dying completely, or surviving in this trash can, which was just like messy water for a week and a half, 2 weeks, but I'm just happy it works out. And now, oh, it's so awesome to see all my fish hunt down these guys, especially the epistogrammas love chasing these down, and you can spot one and then the next instant it'll be eaten alive. It's crazy. That sounded pretty morbid, but it's still pretty fun. So I keep this little brine shrimp net on hand. It's got a nice little hook so it can latch onto the side of the trash can. It's got really fine mesh so it can pick up the smaller Daphnia babies that are swimming around in there, so I can feed it to fry or smaller fish, and it's just awesome to see how much you actually pick up. It doesn't look like there's that many Daphnia at first glance, but as soon as you dump them in the tank, there's hundreds. It's ridiculous. So now let's talk about what I used to feed these guys. This is a combination of yeast and water, and that's pretty much it. So I prepare this by just putting some yeast in some water and blending it up. That's pretty much it. There's no like scientific method. I don't have any measurements for you guys. I apologize, but I just kind of put enough to make it kind of milky, like a light milk water mix. I don't know. You can also add spirulina flakes and crush them up to the blender, and that'll add some nutritional benefit. You can also add some vitamins and stuff artificially. Those are also great. But basically, you're trying to preload the Daphnia to have as much nutrients as you possibly can, so when you feed it to the fish, all those nutrients get transferred to the fish. When I feed the Daphnia, I make the water pretty cloudy, so I can't see more than about 6 inches into the water. Then I just wait till the water clears up a little bit more, and then I feed them again. So yeah, that's about it for the Daphnia. I'm just really happy this culture actually ended up working. I eat enough Daphnia I can feed my entire fish room every day with Daphnia if I really wanted to. Yeah, there's really not much to share. I'll keep you guys up to date on this culture, just to see what new things I might try out. I think I might add like a little spigot to the bottom of this trash can so I can just pour out all the water if I need to and collect Daphnia even faster. I'll just leave you with some fish hunting down Daphnia. It's one of my favorite things to watch, so there you go.